One of the questions that we get a lot is, should I self-manage or should I hire a property management company? Now, this really comes down to your personality and what your priorities are, right? Because anybody can really learn property management, but there's a lot of different things that can happen. So that learning curve is going to be really steep. So number one is you want to have a real genuine interest in learning about landlord tenant law and how to be a great landlord, because those laws change. And if you don't know them, you can find yourself in a situation where you're gonna have to pay some pretty big fines or penalties or end up in a lawsuit. So you have to be dedicated to the learning curve. So do you have time and interest in learning that? And if so, then you're one step closer to probably being a good self-manager. The second thing that I would say is time. What is your time worth, right? You probably already have a full-time job, which means you have limited downtime. Is it really worth saving a few $100s a month to go spend time taking on the liability, dealing with unplanned emergencies, all kinds of things that arise when it comes to managing a property? And then the other thing comes down to is, are you comfortable with being direct and with confrontation? Obviously, if things go smoothly, you have nothing to worry about. It's like any relationship. When everyone's happy, no problems. But unfortunately, things do pop up, and you need to be able to enforce the agreement, be consistent. Not only is that good for business practices, but also for legal reasons. You don't want to find yourself in situations where you're creating favoritism or discrimination and so forth. So are you good at enforcing rules and holding people accountable? If that's the case, then you're, again, one step closer to being a good landlord. Now, you also want to take into account privacy. If you want somebody who is going to know where you live, who has your cell phone number, who can show up at your house, then maybe you're comfortable with being a landlord. But if you want a little bit of privacy, then you should probably consider hiring a property management company. So those are the three reasons I would really consider if you're going to self-manage or hire a manager.